Flash training for first responders. Tonight, I'll be your host for today. The world, roles, and their place in law enforcement. I feel sorry. Guide course objectives include defining a basic drone, UAS terminology, identify law enforcement applications, understand FAA regulations, and legal considerations. I need to let the snowball out. Let's see what they do. Figure that out. Okay, we gotta figure out how to get that. So it's not gonna work. Multi-rotor, hybrid, fixed wing, and helicopter. Audio source. We also. I wonder. These are away from me. Okay. Changed. So how can I change that? Let's get ahead of time. Get on a couple of times. What's the polish? Oh. Zero waiting. Where do you get a full screen effect? Or we stay full screen, but you've got to be away. Keep it full screen. Okay, hide OBS. Window computer. Okay, what's show configuration? Okay, right. So we're not in phone. Check theories, hacker, so make minimize just system pretty much start. Always minimize just system pretty much. Reporters do largest. Window capture, like, we'll push the talk. Okay, there we go. What I was thinking about. Come on. Calm down. It's too long. You have to help. Just do it. Testing 1, 2, 3. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to tonight's broadcast, Introduction to Drone Operations for Law Enforcement Operations. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to tonight's broadcast, Introduction to Drones for Law Enforcement Operations. You better do some vocal warm-ups for this. Let's see what we got here. Let's do some noise suppression. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our broadcast. Let's see. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our broadcast, Introduction to Drones for Law Enforcement and First Responder. Okay, no suppress developer compressor EST. Okay, let's try this. Filter. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our program, Introduction to Drone for Law Enforcement and First Responder Personnel. Okay, a little bit better. Good evening, everyone. We want to extend a warm welcome to you. Good evening, everyone. We want to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Okay, that's better. Good evening, everyone. We want to extend a warm welcome to you on behalf of Bennett Aerospace. So let's talk about law enforcement use cases. We'll consider now search and rescue, incident reconstruction, SWAT, tactical support, perimeter and crowd monitoring. Sore throat. Part 107 versus public COA. Airspace classes, night operations waivers, remote ID requirement. Hello, everyone. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to all in attendance to Bennett Air. Let's see, let's try this. If I should have music playing, let's see. Feedback loop. Okay, we should catch it. Just have to actively play. Yeah, okay, that's active. It's actually have to be actively played. Okay, so. Okay, so. Uh, mm, let's come back from the top here. Application, audio software, audio output capture, media source. Okay, sure we go. Look at that. Nope, that's not it. Let's get rid of that. We still need to figure out how to do a full screen. Input capture. How do you output capture? If you go window capture. I'm trying to think about it. Okay, focus on audio first. Audio input capture, audio output capture. So if it's input capture, no. We already got input. Okay, so we don't need another input. We just need output capture, maybe. Let's just see what happens. Use device. Yeah, maybe isolate that. Okay. Hmm. So I'm not thinking about that right. Okay. So, so. And good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you. Let me get that down. And good evening, everyone. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to you on behalf of Bennett Aerospace. Tonight, we present Introduction to Drones for Public Safety Organizations. I'm your instructor, Wesley Bennett. Okay. Something. So we have a few course objectives. Now, I want to make sure that it's clear that this by no means is a course to teach you how to fly a drone. Rather, this course is intended as a brief introduction for individuals who might be interested in utilizing unmanned aircraft systems, UAVs or drones, in their law enforcement or first responder operations. So, our course objectives will help us to define what a drone is. We'll learn about UAS terminology. We'll identify law enforcement applications. We'll understand FAA regulations and legal considerations. Then we'll move on to review operational safety and risk mitigation. And finally, we'll discuss the integration and emerging technologies. So now we'll talk about UAV components. Components, meaning the parts that make up the drone. They are as follows: the airframe, propulsion system, battery and power system, navigation, camera, and sensor payloads. On this screen, on this slide, we have labels that describe or label each one. On this slide, we have labels that describe each part. Short size of categories, we'll do something about that. Let's see, so full screen. Let's move on now to talk about regulatory overview and the FAA's role. Part 107 covers public certificates of authorizations or COAs, airspace classes, night operations, waivers, and finally One of the latest regulation changes the requirement for remote ID. So obviously, if you're going to utilize a drone in any of your operations, there are going to be specialized and specific legal and privacy considerations. Now, of course, as you may notice, with quite a few law enforcement agencies across the United States who have implemented the use of drones, obviously, these legal and privacy considerations are not insurmountable. But here in the United States, as you are well aware, we do have the Fourth Amendment, and this as it relates to the expectation of privacy rights. So there are warrant requirements and local state drone laws that must be followed. You're also expected to implement transparency and accountability policies. Agency policy and SOPs. So, deployment approval, pilot certification, mission documentation, and data retention policies. All right, good. All that.